guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shivangi Lahoty. If you're seeing my face for the first time, now might be a good idea to hit that subscribe button, like button, share button, and of course the bell notification button, ting ting ting, so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Well guys, today's video is really special, and of course it is one of the most requested videos in the last 1 week because I filmed a video talking about 12 tips that you should be taking into consideration if you've graduated in the year 2020, and if you're a young design graduate who's graduated from design school in the middle of a pandemic. And a lot of your kids were super jealous because I just spoke to the students who've graduated this year. What about the students who've gotten into college this year? And of course, my bachas, you guys have just started your college and you want to make the best of this experience, even if it is virtually. So I heard you, I heard all of you, and I decided to film a video dedicated to all of you to give you some quick tips on how you can make the most of these first few months of your college life, and hopefully things will be really back to normal very soon and you'll all be in campus, studying in the campus. But to begin with, let's get started with 12 tips that I have for you if you got into design school in the year 2020. My first advice for you guys is that shower before you sit for your lectures. Please don't wake up all groggy and late and sit in front of your lectures, in front of your screens, all sleepy and not in place and all messy. Please understand, this is about your college, this is your college, and you don't want to start it on this note, right? Even if you're doing this virtually for now, please don't start your day by not taking a shower and being ready and getting all excited and pumped up. You're going to feel so much fresher if you just show up, even if it is in front of your screens, all dressed up and fresh and after a healthy breakfast. My second advice for you guys is declutter your desk. Please keep your desk as clean as possible. Please keep it as minimal as possible. Take care of the fact that there should be no distractions on your table. The more organized your table is, the better and quicker it'll be for you to focus your attention to the class lectures. So please declutter, keep your desk minimal, and if you're sitting facing a wall when you're sitting for your lectures, please make sure that you make it as colorful as possible. Have like motivational quotes pasted on it, have like inspirational quotes, your artworks, illustrations, anything that you've done, anything that keeps you happy and makes you feel like you are in a creative space. Because trust me, when college starts and when you are able to go to the campus, you will realize the whole environment and the vibe of a design school is very creative. So create that vibe for yourself from your bedroom or your study room or wherever it is that you're studying right now for this semester until you get to go there. My next advice for you guys is please be punctual, please be on time. If you want to make sure that your teachers remember you and they appreciate you, please be on time. This is for your college education, this is for your education, this is for your future. It's not for anybody else. These lectures are being conducted with utmost care and also with a lot of hassle that the faculties for the first time in their lives have had to face, with using a tripod, to setting up a camera, to teaching draping and pattern making and GC virtually. There has been a lot that they have put into it. So please make sure that you make the most of this time and try and be punctual and not be late, and respect them and respect yourself and your parents who've paid for your education. Of course, sitting for long durations in front of the screen can cause you a lot of screen fatigue, and I do realize that it is a real problem now in the real world, in the new normal. So I have this tip with you which I have been applying, which is the 20-20-20 rule, which is basically shifting your focus and your eyes onto an object which is 20 feet away from you for 20 seconds in every 20 minutes. What this does is it lets you rest your eyes, and it's gonna help with the screen fatigue, and it's gonna help with the eye ache if you're having any, and if you want to avoid it. Another advice that I have for you guys when it comes to sitting in front of screen for all day is that please make sure that you sit straight. Make sure that your posture is aligned and you are not slouching and sitting, and you're not lying down on your bed and keeping the screen like that just because the camera is turned off. Please don't do all of that. Please make sure that your screens are at a place where you can sit appropriately and straight, and you can make sure that your posture is aligned and your back is erect, because ideally that is how you should be sitting. If you don't want to screw up your back in a later stage of life, you wouldn't realize what you're doing right now will have consequences in the future. And of course, keep your screen at least 25 inches away from yourself, so that again you're looking at it like this and not looking at it like this. Alright? Another advice that I have for you, and I know it's very, very motherly of me to keep giving these advices, and you'll be like, Didi, ये तो हमें already पता है, but trust me, these initial few advices, इसकी एक भी आपको याद रह जाए, तो my job here is done, right? And that one advice that I have for you again is that in every 1 hour, at least stand up for 1 minute and walk around the room. Just for 1 minute, okay? Just to make sure that your legs are working, and sitting in one position for long durations can cause a lot of back problem. Also, since you're resting on your butt and your tailbone, and if you slouch and sit, which I've already advised you not to, but I know it's easier said than done, we all end up doing it. Please remind yourself to stand up once every 1 hour and take a 1 minute walk while the session is still on. All right, and you don't have to take permission for this, but just around the chair, around your table, just walk around for a minute. The only person who's losing if you cheat is you yourself and nobody else. Please don't cheat. Don't think that it's super cool to deceive the faculty and walk around the class and just get out of the class just because the screens are not turned on, and you don't really have to be a part of the session. You can just turn it on, get the attendance, and then just, bugger off. Please don't do it. Who am I? Bugger off? Okay, just don't do it. All right, you may think it's all cool, but it's not. The only person who's losing here is you. Remember that. Don't cheat yourself, don't cheat your teachers, don't cheat anyone. Keep your focus on the big game, on the bigger picture. Don't lose sight of that. Okay, you wanted this, you wanted to study this, so do it with all your heart. One of the tips that have worked brilliantly for me while I have been doing a lot of courses online is that use sticky notes or stickies. If you're using a Mac, use stickies. If you're using a Windows, use sticky notes, but make sure that while the session is in process, you can quickly make sticky notes on the side of your screen while the faculty is talking, just so that you don't forget things, right? Use this application. There are also other applications that could be downloaded just in case you want to download and use them. Go ahead and do it. A very important thing here is that you're already spending a lot of time on your screens throughout the day with your classrooms, so please make sure that the notes that you're taking are being taken physically. Make a learning diary. Start now. It doesn't have to be something very fancy. It can be a plain notebook, or it could be like a plain sketchbook, but start taking notes offline so that you don't spend so much time on the screen later. Like once the classes are done, you don't want to keep sitting on the screens because sabko chashme lag jayenge. Trust me, mat karo. My last two set of advices for you is that make your scrapbooks virtually if possible. I know you don't have a lot of access to stationery right now. Your parents are not going out. You're not allowed to go out. Going to stationery shops might just expose you to COVID-19, and we don't want to risk that. So please go virtual, and please start making scrapbooks on platforms like Pinterest, or you can do it yourself if you know softwares already. If not, Pinterest is a very, very easy software, very easy website to use, and you can just start creating boards there on things that inspire you, on different trends that are in trend in 2020, or forecasts for 2021, designers that you like, that you don't like, and just basically create a page for yourself there, and keep building on like a scrapbook there. My last advice for you guys is that already we are all apart physically. The least you can do for yourself is to connect with your cohort or connect with your batchmates, right? Please interact with your batchmates after class hours. Try and be as interactive as possible. Try and build some connections. This has become the new normal, but virtually we are still close, right? You and I, even though we are sitting miles apart and cities apart, and some of us are even countries apart, I'm still a part of your lives, and you guys are still a part of my lives. So make the most of this technology and interact with your classmates and your batchmates. These are connections you will cherish for your life. You are all in it together. College as it is a time when you just pushed into something together, and that's when you make good friends. But right now for you, you're also dealing with college life with a pandemic, so it's going to make you so much more stronger and close knit as a cohort if you just utilize this time well. So make sure you find good friends and interact with your batchmates, and have a good time while doing all of it. All the best for your college. I really hope it is as amazing as it was for us back in the day when we started our college life. These are memories you cherish for life. Make the most of it. But right now, just focus that your body doesn't give up by the time you go to college, okay? So take care of that back, take care of your eyes. Make sure you're punctual, make sure you don't cheat yourself or your faculties, make sure you're making notes while the teacher is teaching you, and interact with your batchmates. And I hope these some tips and some motherly advices that I've shared with you, because I come from a space where I end up doing it regardless. Even if I want to keep it very crisp, I end up sharing a lot of motherly advices with all of you. I hope this helps you, and if it does, let me know in the comments section down below. All the best again, once again, one last time for college. It's going to be amazing, you guys. This too shall pass, and you'll be in campus really soon. So stay pumped and stay woke. Is that like the new colonial language or the millennial language? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.